So, The Clone Wars is an amazing show. It has its share of filler, of course, but you can't deny that it has some pretty high highs. The box arc, one of my personal favorites. Umbara, the Siege of Mandalore, the list goes on and on. But without a doubt, I can say that one of the best arcs in The Clone Wars, and one of my favorites, is the Fugitive Ahsoka arc. Now, this arc takes place from episode 17 to episode 20 of season 5, and it is genuinely peak every single second. Now, my memory isn't the greatest. I didn't just watch it like yesterday, but I do remember most of it and want to talk about it really quick. Ahsoka is being framed for a bombing that happened at the Jedi Temple and is trying to escape so she can find a way to clear her name. While all this is going on, Anakin is also trying to clear Ahsoka's name and find out what's really going on. This arc isn't just extremely entertaining and interesting to watch, but it also highlights so many things involving the Jedi's flaws and Anakin's character, and what eventually led him to fall to the dark side. So throughout this arc, the entire Jedi Order basically was against Ahsoka and provided nearly no help. They were blinded by trying to stay on the right side politically and stay as allies to the Senate and Republic. They were so blind that they couldn't even look at the facts and details and determine that this wasn't Ahsoka's doing. Now, correct me if I'm wrong on any of these parts. Apart from the fact that she would never do this and is clearly being framed, Ahsoka and Anakin were also off planet at the time of the bombing and was literally only brought in alongside Anakin because they were on Coruscant at the time, and they would be two trustworthy Jedi to investigate what happened. So knowing this and still choosing to believe that it must have been Ahsoka really shows how just idiotic and blind the Jedi are. They took the stance that was politically correct and didn't bother to truly investigate, nor did they have any faith in her. This entire arc was crucial to understanding Anakin's turn to the dark side, and also the downfall of the Jedi Order. Now, I'll admit, I'm a relatively newish Star Wars fan. It's only within the past 2 years or so I've really indulged in most of the content, even though I liked it for a few years before that. But anyone who's watched the prequels notices that the Jedi Order is meant to be flawed in the Republic era. They became soldiers who tried too hard to stay politically correct and slowly walked away from the path of being the wise keepers of peace. They were simply too scared and blinded by trying to stay on the right side that they didn't consider the possibility of Ahsoka's innocence. And after this moment, as we all know, Ahsoka leaves the Jedi Order. This was another big reason Anakin fell to the dark side. The people he's known his whole life had no faith or trust in his Padawan. And after everything, the same Padawan left and Anakin was left alone. Ahsoka was a person who could help Anakin keep his humanity and stay in the light. But with her gone, there's not much people to help keep him good, besides Obi-Wan and Padme. But we all saw how that played out in the 3rd episode. So it was at this moment where Anakin finally started losing a little bit of faith in the Jedi Order, if he hadn't already. Their mistakes and arrogance is the reason that his Padawan left, which has got to be extremely difficult for him. And his attachment to Ahsoka and knowing who she is and caring about her is the only reason he was able to find out what truly happened and prove her innocence, which just displays another flaw of the Jedi Order regarding the rules about attachment. If Anakin simply didn't care about Ahsoka in the way that he did, he wouldn't have gone to the lengths that he did to prove that she was innocent. But this is not any new news, as the Jedi are extremely flawed, which is very apparent and evident in this arc. Listen, I know we all hate the sequels. Yeah! But if there's one thing we can take away from those movies, is this quote from Luke: "The legacy of the Jedi is failure, hypocrisy, and hubris." That's it. Nothing else good came out of those movies, but that really does define the Jedi Order in the Republic era, at least. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to make a quick little video, trying to dive into some Star Wars content. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see me talk about a different arc from Clone Wars or anything else from Star Wars, let me know in the comments below. And let me know what you thought of this arc, if you've seen it already. And tell me your favorite arc from Clone Wars in the comments below. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can like and subscribe if you like. You see more Star Wars content on the channel. Other than that, have a great day. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and stay loving. Peace.